Hello guys, it's Milton here, and before everything I would like to explain myself why I'm doing this. But even before that, I would like please to ask you guys to bear in mind English is not my first language, so some things I'm gonna talk here, the accent it's might not gonna be the right one. Um, some words you might not gonna sound the right way. So please, guys, bear with me. I'm doing this because, like most of you guys know, I'm not English. I'm not British, and I've been abroad, back to my country on a holiday, and I'm the older of my brothers, and they told me or kind of challenged me. I'm getting too old to get into this, world of technology, Facebook, Instagram, these things, and I'm more like I like to go and have a look, see what's going on, maybe one comment here and there, but not actually, day to day is something to do. And they told me, "Oh no, Milton, you're too old. You never can do something like that because you're too old." So I said, well, but where is saying there is an age for it, and where is the book for the rules to say, "Oh no, I can't do this or I can't do that"? So it's a personal challenge I'm doing to myself. I realize I want to do this, not to prove something, well, kind of, but as well to try to talk about certain things of my day, of my life, certain situations, certain things I would like to share with some people, with you guys following me. And when I first started this journey, I was doing it in my main language, in Portuguese. But every time I was posting something, a lot of people telling me, "Wow, Milton, I cannot understand what you're saying. I would like really to understand what you're saying." And I said, "All right, okay, give me some time. Let me get myself ready, and then I will start doing something and try to be reachable for everyone, you know." Unfortunately, for the last few months, it's not been my best months, put it this way. I lost someone really important in my life, kind of shake me a bit, but I'm getting there and I'm back, okay? And like I told you guys, I would like to talk about certain situations, day-to-day life, things happen to me, I would like to share with you guys, and I'm planning to do one video a week, but one week will be in Portuguese, the other week will be in English, and then Portuguese and then English, and so on and so on and so on. Just because obviously I still got followers or people who see me in Portugal, and not because they don't understand, but maybe they might miss some things. And I don't do exactly the same as Portuguese and English because certain situations what happen here, they don't get it there in Portugal because it's related to here. And the other way around is the same. Certain things happening there in Portugal, it doesn't relate with you guys here, so you guys would never understand. So I'm gonna try to talk different subjects which apply or which is gonna go to our reality, in this case here in England. And yeah, so I'm gonna try to do this. I hope you guys liked it, follow me, share this video, and we'll see if you guys gonna like it or not. If you guys think it's boring, if you guys think it's nice, it's up to you. You can thumbs up, down, comment. We'll see how we go. Okay? I've got 3 things which I don't talk about it, and I don't want to say what it is, but because for you guys, it's the first video I'm doing in English. I'm kind of talk about one of my forbidden subjects, politics. The situation here. But I'm not actually talking about politics, but I will talk about the person who is talking about politics. And certain things, this situation happen, is very confusing for me. How can someone being in power or doing, being, I don't know, a MP or whatever, in parliament, and do this kind of things? I'm gonna put the video and then you guys gonna understand what I'm talking about, okay? Thank you. Peace.
Pledges. For instance, 50,000 more nurses are being promised.
Yeah.
Now, if you have a look at those figures, it suggests that around 19,000 of the 50,000 figure will come from keeping nurses we've already got. How can you say that there's going to be 50,000 more if 19,000 already are there?
Well, because the 50,000 more is exactly what it says, which is that in 10 years' time, there will be 50,000 more nurses in our NHS, which obviously is good news for patients and their families in terms of making sure that when they need the NHS, there are people there,
but
obviously, to look after them.
But you're recounting 19,000 who already are in the NHS.
No, what we're saying is, as part of making sure that in 10 years' time, there are 50,000 more nurses, like any employer, and of course the NHS is a huge employer, retaining your highly skilled staff is a key part of your workforce strategy.
But it doesn't mean there are more nurses.
Well, it will mean
there are
more...
31,000 more nurses.
No.
And we're going to hang on to 19,000 nurses.
No, look, the bottom line, and the manifesto is crystal clear on this, 50,000 more nurses over the course of the next, by the time we get to 10 years' time. And they will be there through a variety of different routes. Some absolutely will be retained, and that's a key part of any, as I say, workforce strategy. You don't want to lose your highly skilled staff. But there'll be others coming in
sorry. With the
via
greatest
other
of
routes.
respect, Culture Secretary, stopping people leaving is not more nurses, is it?
And there will be 50,000 more. No, 50,000 more nurses. There for a variety of different routes.
19,000 of them are just people you're going to persuade to stay. That's not more nurses.
There'll be 50,000 more nurses.
I know you keep saying that, but can you explain the
19,000?
Well,
I am explaining it. Piers, I am explaining it.
Treat me as a complete idiot, because at the moment I feel
I'd never do that.
I don't understand how it could be 50,000 more nurses if 19,000 of them are already nurses. Can you explain?
Well, because there'll be 50,000 more.
Yeah, I know. 19,000
more.
Now,
through a variety of
Morgan to Morgan.
Yeah.
Morgan to Morgan, 19,000 already exist.
So is 50,000 more
How can
than
they
what?
be categorised as more?
Well, because they will not have left the NHS. We will have kept them in the NHS, plus recruiting through apprenticeships and through degrees and through graduates and everything else.
Just to clarify, again, Morgan to Morgan, you being the smart one, me being the idiot, 19,000 of the 50,000 are already current NHS nurses.
And we would expect on current, if you look at the numbers of nursing staff who leave the NHS, it is far too high. So like any employer, you want to make sure that you are keeping your skilled staff, and that is absolutely part of the strategy.
So why don't you just say that? Why don't you just say, we're going to try and persuade people who may want to leave to stay, but rather than not call them more nurses, because more nurses.
Overall, the numbers overall
see, it all
will
comes
be
down to trust, doesn't
higher.
It comes down to trust.
Higher.
We know that trust in Boris Johnson is very low. We know when he did a debate recently and it came up as a question, everybody laughed at the idea he could be trustworthy. When he leads a manifesto, that the flagship policy in it is there going to be 50,000 more nurses? Yeah. And now you, as the Culture Secretary, a member of that cabinet, a member of the government, admit that 19,000 of them already are NHS nurses. Viewers at home go, well, this is complete nonsense.
But there will be 50... There are other ways that nurses come in to the NHS. There will be overall and we're very, very clear on this, 50,000 more nurses, if you look in 10 years' time, than there are today.
I know you keep saying
and
that.
And in terms of the trust
I know you keep
issue,
saying that, but 19,000 of them are existing NHS nurses. Do you see the problem?
But I think it's realistic to say we've got highly skilled staff who we do not want to leave. And that is, if we are able to persuade them and to encourage them to stay, that is good news for nursing care in this country.
Yes, but it's not more nurses. Nicky Morgan, isn't it a bit like saying on Good Morning Britain tomorrow morning there will be 3 more presenters? And then tomorrow you just have exactly the same number of presenters because you managed to persuade me, Piers and Charlotte to carry on doing the job tomorrow.
Well, not if there's an additional 3. Not if there's an additional 3, and then you've got your 6, haven't you? But the fact is that 3 of you have been encouraged to come on Tuesday morning and not just on Monday morning.
Yeah, Nikki.
Do we not have really odd maths
Even
going
as you
on
said
here?
that sentence, you knew that was probably a wrong avenue to go down, didn't you?
No, I think it's very clear about the 50,000.
We wouldn't have 6 more presenters. We'd have the existing 3 presenters.
Here's my problem.
And 3 extra presenters.
Here's my problem. It's all smoke and mirrors with you guys, isn't it? So on police figures, you go, great news. We're going to bring 20,000 police back to the streets. And then someone goes, yeah, but hang on. You're the ones who took 21,000 away from the streets during your 9 years in government. So that's not actually putting more back. What you're doing is replacing the ones you took away. And with the nurses,
and
you say...
not even enough.
Nurses, 50,000 more nurses. Well, actually, 19,000 are already nurses. You're just trying to stop them leaving. Why don't you just be honest?
Because you look at the numbers...
I would respect you much more if you all just sat there and go, look, here's the deal. We should never have taken all those police off the streets, and we are culpable and wrong, and we're going to bring back the ones we took away. And on nurses, there are loads of people wanting to leave the NHS because we have presided over failure in the NHS so much that 19,000 nurses want to bail. So we're going to try and stop them bailing. If you said that, I would go, you know what? OK, good. But it's the fact you try and pretend it's 50,000 more when 19,000 are already there. The viewers aren't stupid. The voters aren't stupid. They see through this.
The numbers are very, very clear. And in terms of police officers, I think we have said that actually we think that there should be more and that it did go too far. The Prime Minister on the steps of Downing Street earlier on this year made some very clear commitments about more GP appointments, about more NHS funding, about more police officers, about more money going to schools.
So, what do you guys think? I think my point of view is ridiculous. How come she looks like she come with the speech already? Yeah, 50,000 nurse. Yeah, we're gonna have in the next 10 years. Yeah, but from then 50,000, 19 was already there. But so in reality, she's only gonna get 31. But she couldn't do the maths because it's go against for what a party presented. So it's look, I couldn't believe how people look. It's just so easy, like 1 plus 1. I thought was really amazing, and I thought I needed to share with you guys because this is amazing. I really needed, because I couldn't understand. She actually was no crystal clear. 50,000 nurses. What? Yeah, but from them 50,000 nurses, 19,000 was already in there. So you're keeping 19,000, and then you're hiring another 31,000. So what you guys doing, or what you doing, lady? What are you saying, lady? And then obviously Piers, like most of you guys know, didn't give her any chance, yeah? But she still kept, her profile and her speech. And I said, well, what's going on? So I really thought this was really hilarious. And I just want to share with you guys and to see, because this is what... Well, no words. Okay, guys, this is more or less what kind of things I'm going to do. I'm going to try it once a week. Depends of your reaction, depends if there's a lot of people watching or not, if you guys want it to be doing or not. Because like I said, I was surprised with people asking me, when you're going to do the next one? I like your other videos. Portuguese people, obviously. I like your other videos. We want to see you to do the next one and all that stuff. And then I said, right, I'm coming back, guys. Just give me some time. And then even I had people where I work, people outside work, and asking me, oh, when you're gonna do a video? Did you stop it? Can you do one in English for us to see more or less? So here I am, guys. Please, once again, remember, English is not my main language, so it might not sound perfectly. Some words I might, don't say the right way or all this. So please, guys, be with me. I just wanna to be able to show people, especially my brothers, that I can be in this world. There is no age or there is no guidebook, because they telling me, oh no, you need to have this special light, so then you highlight your face, your background need to be this way, you need to do this, you cannot hold it like the way I'm holding with my arm and all that stuff. Because where does it say that? Where? So I'm going against whatever is that book or whatever I'm doing it. So please guys, if you guys like it, just follow me on my YouTube channel. If you have any questions, please go for it, and share guys, help me out, okay? And that's it for me, and see you guys next time. And like I say in Portuguese, and I will say it in English, we are together. Peace.